What's up, everyone? How are you all doing? So, this is another live stream. Super excited about this. And if you don't know me, my name is Austin Dorman. I'm a certified funnel builder and ClickFunnels ambassador. And we have something really awesome and special for everyone today. So, we're going to be diving into ClickFunnels. So, first off, I want to hear from you guys. So, in the comments, I want to hear where you're live streaming this from. So, whether inside the Facebook group, and I'm also streaming it from YouTube as well. So let put down either maybe FB for Facebook group and then YT for YouTube. So this is going to be really awesome. So we're gonna give it a few minutes for everyone to kind of trickle in and join this live stream. So I'm just making sure everything's working in the Facebook group, which it is, and then let me also check the YouTube channel as well. So if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's at Austin Dorman Funnels. And so this is where I basically do a lot of like ClickFunnels YouTube tutorial videos to help you learn how to use ClickFunnels faster. Also, I put my live streams up there as well. So this is something new where I'm actually live streaming straight to YouTube instead of kind of uploading the video. So this is going to be a neat experience. So let me just check there really quick. Um, yeah, but like I mentioned, it's at Austin Dorman Funnels, and then that'll get you to my page on YouTube. So let me just do one quick second, check it, and it looks like perfect. It looks like it's working there as well. So, and mic is working. Okay, awesome. Kind of funny story. The first time I did a live stream, my mic was muted, and so if at any point you can't hear me, just put in the comments like something like, "Hey, Austin, your mic is muted." So um, it's just so that I know that's not working. So let me kind of look here. Everything is looking good right now. And so perfect. So also too, I want to hear where you're live streaming this from. So if you're in the United States, I want to hear what state you're live streaming this from. And also too, if you're international as well, because I know we have some people internationally inside the Facebook group. So I'd love to hear where you're from as well. Try and get that basically just try and get to know you. I love getting to know people. At conferences, I love talking to people, which if you're not already going to Funnel Hacking Live 10, which is in February, so this is kind of the big event that Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels put on. If you're not already going, it's in Las Vegas. It's February 12th to 15th, I believe. And let me know. Just send me a DM if you're going. If you're not going but want to go, also send me a DM, and then I could get you a special link for that. So and then last thing too, put hashtag live if you're watching this live, and then hashtag replay if you're watching the replay of this. So I just want to see who's here live with us, and then also who's watching this on replay as well. So we'll just give it a couple more minutes, but before we kind of jump into the whole like program and everything that I have for everyone, I just want to share something that's it's a really cool challenge that's happening. And let me just share my screen for that. Okay, so this is in my kind of other monitors. I have three monitors going on. That's my setup. But this is the Selling Online Challenge. So this is a new challenge that Russell Brunson put out, and it first started in August. So it's a relatively new challenge, and he's been going live, I believe, every month so far. So in August, September, and then he recently did it for October as well. So this is a great challenge. If for those that are entrepreneurs trying to sell their products or services online, and also too they just want to like grow their business. So it's a 3-day challenge. It's live November 19th to the 21st. So it's just 3 days, and it's learning how to discover the one to many selling secrets that have basically just allowed Russell Brunson to sell $1 billion online. And so this is a really cool challenge if you want to, like I mentioned, grow your business, get more sales. Who doesn't want more sales and more business? So this is a really cool opportunity for those that are interested in it. So if you are interested, just send me a quick message, and then I can send you a link for that as well. So this is really awesome. Russell Brunson, in like past presentations, he calls this kind of like the level 10 opportunity. And so if you think about it, it's like your level 2 opportunity is more of just kind of like maybe it's more of like just like one to one, like you're actually doing the work, and your level 10 is more of like the one to many. So for example, let's say you're a real estate agent, so the level 2 opportunity would basically be like your day to day, like being a real estate agent, but the level 10 could be like a coaching program where you coach other real estate agents. And so that's kind of the idea of it. He goes like really deep in, if you kind of like look down into it, it's like the psychology of selling. Yeah, so sales persuasion and mind hacking techniques that he's used to sell it online. You have little like agenda of what happens each day. So it's like jam packed with stuff. I mean, you start 8 a.m. Pacific and then you go until 3 p.m. Pacific. So I mean, it's pretty like full day. And then you have like lunch breaks in between. So that's that. If you're interested, just send me a message and then I could get you a link. If you have any questions about it, also send me a link because I've also bought this. I'm currently going through it as well. So there is an option to get the replays. Just kind of an FYI. So that's on the second page. So you'll register on this page. It should be, I think it's just like $100. Um, yeah. So one payment, $100. There's a VIP option where you could get the replay. So that's on the next page, just so that everyone knows. But this is a really cool program, a really cool challenge. This is a new one, so like I mentioned, I think it's only like 3 months old, so it's relatively new. And he's been going live, and basically the idea is he's trying like evergreen this challenge. So basically he just wants to like make sure it's all like good to go and then run it each month automatically. So well, actually this might actually be kind of a neat funnel to funnel hack. I still have like all the pages from it. Granted, it may be like a little bit like outdated just because they've updated maybe certain pages of the funnel, but this would be a really cool funnel to do. So I'll just kind of keep this on the back of my mind. This is what we call a challenge funnel, and so this is specifically a paid challenge funnel because you're paying to join the challenge. So we'll kind of go through like the breakout and everything, and maybe we could even try like build some of this. Yeah, let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Um yes if you are interested, put no if you're not. But this would be a really cool one because at least from the past funnel hacking live, so this is funnel hacking live international that just happened last month in September. I think he said that this was like his highest performing funnel in terms of like conversions and stuff, so this is kind of like really cool thing. So why don't we jump right in? And so if you haven't already signed up for ClickFunnels, make sure you do that. So just I'll put links to sign up for ClickFunnels in the descriptions as well. So you could just easily go to the descriptions or the comments. Or you could just send me a message and say, "Hey, Austin, I want to sign up for ClickFunnels," and I'd be like, "Great, here's the link." So you could do that as well. This is kind of my what I call like my demo workspace. So there's not like a lot of stuff. This is where I do like a lot of the training videos. This is also where I do a lot of where I do like the tutorial videos. This is where I'm going to do like all the live stream stuff as well. But the plan for today is we're going to start building funnels, and the reason why I want to jump on this early on is because the way I learned funnels, back 2.5 years ago, when I got in the whole like ClickFunnels space, I had this kind of like struggle where I wanted to learn how to build funnels, but I didn't know how to build funnels. And so it was at that point where it's like, well, the probably the best way to learn how to build funnels is actually building it. So this is going to be very more like hands-on, kind of like follow the process as well. So I did put in the Facebook group and also in my email list as well for those. I was basically just trying to figure out learning style. So whether it's like you're a visual learner or maybe you're a hands-on learner or maybe you're like like you listen, like that's the best way to learn. So we're going to try and do like a mix of everything between like visual listening and also like hands-on as well. Um and the one challenge that I was like trying to think about is like how can I give everyone like the same resources as well. So we're actually going to use a lot of the ClickFunnels templates and just rebuild the templates as well, and we'll just kind of talk through like the process. Like I'll actually build it with you, and so it's almost like you're watching me over my shoulder building it, and kind of like what I'm thinking, the tools that I use as well. So it's going to be like really awesome. And so I hope this is going to be a really great opportunity for those that are either new to funnel building, new to ClickFunnels, that want to learn how to build funnels for the businesses, for those that may have a funnel, but they just maybe want kind of like a refresher, so to speak, or just kind of like maybe some sort of like tutorial of just like walking through like the full like whole process, like beginning to end. And then for those that are advanced where they have a funnel, maybe at that point you don't necessarily need to build the funnel per se, but you just need to learn how like tweak it. um Maybe just to give you like a little secret of what's coming up. um I was talking to my mentor yesterday, and we were kind of talking about like funnel building and this new concept that we're going to share. So that's kind of basically that's something that we're like I'm gonna dive into. We're going to kind of talk about it a little bit more, but it's so you have the funnel building, and then this new concept is going to be called funnel engineering. So it's gonna be really cool. Keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna be sending emails about it, and then also going live in the group as well. So the first thing that I just want to do and just want to make sure that everyone knows about is they changed up the layout here in the homepage, which I think I did a live stream maybe like 2 weeks ago, just like high level. I also did a YouTube video on this as well. So, like I mentioned, if you have not bought your ticket to Funnel Hacking Live 10, you could easily just secure a ticket right here. There's also a lot of like really cool things as well. So right here, there's a new software called BarnumPT, which was recently launched. It was like last month in September. So basically, if you're having maybe you're in ClickFunnels Classic and you want to move everything to ClickFunnels 2.0, like your funnels and everything, you could easily use it with this tool. And then this is kind of like the new features, and then you could explore the apps. So the apps are these sections down here. So the neat thing about apps is basically you don't like you could easily customize the app section right here. So maybe you don't like have a community or course. It's like you don't need it. So you could just um kind of like deselect it. Or maybe if you do, it's kind of like the opposite. You have it. So it's very customizable, and it doesn't like clutter up. Like it doesn't have everything that you need. So like for example, if we go to add app right here, there's like a ton of stuff. I just have everything added because I just like diving into everything. Um so that's kind of something super neat as well. And what we're going to do first is I want to go to the workspace setting, and then I want to go to styles right here. And then I want to click on new style, and then we're just going to call this test style. Then we're going to click on this little, it was like a little paint section or paint icon. So with the style, this is kind of like where you input your branding, your fonts, your colors, your shadow, your borders, customizing your buttons and everything. So everything over here on this top left hand side, this is really important. And basically, like this is kind of like my homework to you is like take the time to go in here and build your style guide. And the reason being is once we start going and like building funnels and stuff, um as you're building your own funnels, you'll be able to build funnels faster because you have your style guide all set up. That was something that when I was like beginning, I was like, oh, I don't need to like set up my style guide. I'll just, you could put it in the ClickFunnels editor, but like having it all set up and like nice and pretty from the get-go is going to be way easier than trying to update and uh and change like everything as you're like building the funnel out. So that's kind of like my one tip and trick is take the time to go and update your style guide. So like right here, for example, you have your fonts, you have your base font for desktop and base font for mobile. So let's say like we want to make this like bigger, it just makes everything bigger. You have your headline fonts that you could change. You could change the font for the headline, subheadline, and also the paragraph as well. There's a lot of like different customizations of what you could do. So this top section is mobile, or excuse me, this top section is desktop. The bottom section is mobile. So these are kind of like really quick and easy way to do it. And like I mentioned, you could do it for headline, subheadline, and content, or the paragraph. And then you could go over here. This is what it would look like for different sizes. So extra large, large, medium, and small. just discard for that. And then right here, um, this is your color, so your themes. So like right here, let's say like we want a blue, maybe this one, we'll say this is like this gray right here, and then this one is like a green. And so this is your like branding colors. And then this over here, this is what it's going to look like on the right hand side. So this is from lightest background. So this one up top, light background, which is right here, then colored, and then dark, and then darkest. So you'll just have to kind of update uh, these colors up here to match your branding, your style. I'm not sure. This is kind of new where it says like lightest light, dark, darkest. I'm not sure if that's out of the box with ClickFunnels. I do have BarnumPT, which is that um it's basically like an app. It's basically like a funnel builder app to help you like um with like a lot of different things. So for example, like I have a lot of Chrome extensions where it's like I have one for ruler, one for like font picker, one for color picker, one for like CSS. It's called CSS Peeper as well. So to get like padding and stuff like that. So that basically the Barnum PT basically like helps me eliminate like a lot of these like apps that I need. So make sure you do that as well. So homework number one is to update your style guide. Now, what I want to do is I want to dive into building a funnel. So we're going to build a lead squeeze funnel, and we'll kind of see how it works with like timing of everything. I kind of want to keep these maybe like 30 to 45 minutes long. If you think it needs to be longer, let me know. If you think it needs to be shorter, also let me know as well. I love to like hear that feedback as well. So, like I mentioned, I want to try and use the templates that we already have just because it'll just make everything super easy, super simple. So we're gonna go over here to over here to funnels, and then we're gonna go over here to create funnel. And the reason why I want to try and do everything inside of ClickFunnels is because everyone, once you sign up, everyone has the same thing. So everyone's gonna have like all these like same templates. Um, so and there's also like different funnels as well. Right here at the top, this is if you want to start from scratch, so like a blank funnel. So what I would recommend doing, and we'll actually do this as well, is we're going to download the template in the funnel, and then we're going to start from scratch and basically just kind of like work our way to building the full thing. and and I would, depending on like what you want to do and like your competency level, you could start from scratch if it's easier for you to like use a template and just start from there. Like totally up to you. I would just kind of do whatever works best for you. But right here, there's a few different like types of funnels. We have lead funnels, which includes lead squeeze funnels, which we're gonna dive into. Summit funnels right here, and then unboxing funnels where you have book, cart, and challenge funnels. So challenge funnels, the Sound Online challenge was a challenge funnel. So we're gonna kind of dive into that a little bit deeper. And then we have different presentation funnels. We have VSL, video sales letter funnels, webinar funnels, product launch funnels. There's also this fun funnels as well. There's also like different other types of funnels down here as well. So we could dive a little bit deeper into that a little bit later. So when we click select, and the cool thing about like all these different types of funnels is there's an overview of the funnel that Russell Brunson gives you. He walks through the strategy and then the implementation of it. And then down here, this is kind of like a quick screenshot as well of like of that funnel. So right here we have the squeeze page. So this is where we're going to try and get the contact information from the people. And then we also have a thank you page as well. And then down here, these are the different types of templates. So all you need to do is just select template. So it automatically imports to your ClickFunnels account, but you could also preview the template. So if I click preview, this is what the preview looks like. So very simple. You basically have an image. You have a box where it kind of gives you the benefit, the features, and everything. You input your email, and then you click this right here. I want the checklist, and then um, it will basically collect that email and then um, put you to the thank you page. I do want to kind of check out some of these other templates right here. This one might be kind of a cool one to do. This one probably is you like click it and then it opens up a pop-up. So like right here. So that's kind of neat. Let's do this one right here. Oh, this one's really cool. So this has a book. I think we might do this one. This one would be like really awesome And maybe just kind of taking a step back about like the lead squeeze funnel. So basically, with the lead squeeze funnel, you're providing something of value to potential customers or prospective customers, and then in exchange for that value, you get their contact information. So you're basically like squeezing out their contact information from them. So this is a really good funnel if you're trying to get leads. So whether it's leads for like a brick and mortar store, leads for your online business, this is kind of a really good funnel to start off with. And this is one of the easier funnels to build in like quicker funnels as well. So that's something to like also keep in mind. And now with the lead squeeze funnel, like you saw, you can have kind of like two variations of it. One is to put the contact information here, or you could have the button and then it would go up and open up a pop up. So that's kind of two options of like what you could do. I would personally keep that in mind and then split test it as well, because maybe having a pop up in one situation is better than having it where you just input the email information or contact information here. So it's something to keep in mind. Let's look at this one. And then this is also another thing to keep in mind as well is with lead squeeze funnels, you could essentially have like a short version of it and a longer version of it. So the ones that we've seen, this is kind of like pretty short. I mean, you have a sub headline, you have the headline, you have the design right here, and then you have kind of like a call to action and everything, and then a testimonial, and then a footer. So basically, like pretty quick and easy. With this one right here, this kind of goes into like this says what makes us your best choice, and then proficient team. It's kind of like 1, 2, 3. And then you could claim your free trial and whatnot. And then here you can have this is kind of like a testimonial section. So right here you could kind of like insert all that, and then you have the logo, phone number, and everything. So let me look at this one. I think what we'll do is I think we'll use this one. Actually, let me look at this one. Mm, I don't know. I love templates. I don't know. It's kind of this thing where it's like once I start looking at like one funnel, it's like, oh, like which one's like the better one? Let's do I want to kind of do something simple. So maybe we'll just do this first one right here. So we're gonna go back here and it's this one right here. So we're gonna click select funnel. And then right now they're installing the funnel inside of our system. So with these live streams, I have 3 different monitors. And so it makes it easy where I could have like the funnel that we're building on like one monitor and then while we're starting from scratch on another one. So let's click customize now. So as the 2 pages right here, the squeeze page and the thank you page, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go back, and this is the part where we're gonna start building the funnel. So we're gonna click create funnel, and then I'm gonna click start from scratch, and then we're gonna call this um, lead squeeze funnel, maybe call it like live stream. So lead squeeze funnel live stream, we're gonna click create funnel. And let me know if I'm going too fast as well. Sometimes I start talking like really quickly or I start going through everything's super quick. So let me know if I need to like slow down for anything. But right here, this is if we're starting from scratch. So we're just going to click this plus icon right here, and then we're going to click a page, and then we're just going to click new page right here. Call this, let's match it up. So this is called the squeeze page. Squeeze page. And then click create page. Oh, something that was kind of neat that I want to show you. So the style guide right here, currently it's using the default style, but if you had your other styles, you could just click that as well, and then it automatically applies that style. So that's why it's important to take the time to update your style guide. So we're going to click edit. I'm going to move this one over here on my other screen. So we're going to move it over, and then I'm going to preview this one and then click edit on my other screen. So sorry, this is my other screen so I could see what's happening. Okay, perfect. This looks all good to go. So if I bring this over, this is what it looks like built inside the editor. And we might kind of change this up a little bit. We may not do like the full thing, but we'll kind of see like with timing and everything. But this is what it looks like. So from a high level perspective, we have two sections. So the section up here at the top, and then we also have the footer section down here below. If it's purple, it means it's a universal section. So if you have this footer for multiple funnels and you update the footer for one funnel, it's going to update for all of them, which is super nice. But right here, we have this top section. We have one row. So we'll talk about kind of the hierarchy really quick. You have your sections, you have your rows, and then you have your elements inside the rows. So we have a one column row because it's just one row right here. We have a headline. We also have a headline right here. You could also have this be like a sub headline as well. And then right here we have the row, and then this is a two column row. So right here, so we have one for an image, and then over here on the right hand side, this is where we have like the box right here. This is a flex container, so a little bit kind of like more advanced to use, but we could use that as well. And then down here below, this is also a flex container, which this has two sections, or not two sections, two elements inside of it. So one is an image, and then one is kind of like the testimonial stuff. So we're going to be doing kind of like a lot of like copy and pasting for the text right here. Maybe some of the stuff we'll actually like type out just to kind of save us some time. So this is going to be really fun. And then right here, this is the funnel, just previewing it. So this is like what the funnel is going to look like. Um, and then I used to have this Chrome extension. It's called CSS Peeper. So basically, this just helps me understand like the padding and like how wide something is in terms of like pixels. So like right here, this is like margins of 15 left and right, and then we have this like bottom um, margin as well of 20, and then we also have these like sides of like 462. But it looks like it's 1170 wide. So that's kind of something. You could also use it for BarnumPT as well. So let me actually close this. Let me do BarnumPT. BarnumPT is also a Chrome extension. This is the thing I was talking about. It's basically like a funnel builder tool to help you build funnels. So you could do, for example, the ruler, color picker, image scraper, inspector, a lot of like cool stuff. I wonder if yeah. And so inspector is basically like the CSS peeper. So if we go like right here, this is 1108. Then right here, that's also 1108. So it's kind of a neat tool. It's almost like using, if you like right click, it's almost like using that inspector tool that um like the inspect like from Google and stuff like that. So let me put that to the side and let's start building this funnel. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a section. So we're going to add a section right here, blank section, make it one column. And for this, we're going to need some like bigger padding right here. So we're just going to add that padding, and it's going to keep growing as we start building it out. Now, if we go in here, so we're going to click into the section, or you could click the gear icon right here. That's where it's going to take you to the section, the settings. We're going to click background, and then we're going to do image URL. Because we downloaded this template, this has like all the images related to it. So we have this little guy right here. We have the image about like meet ClickFunnels. Then we also have this background right here, which like you can't really see it, but it's there. So it's kind of like right there. Right here for the image style, there's a few different options: full center parallax, 100% width, repeats and everything. I would probably just go in there and just like play around with it. Parallax, this is kind of like an interesting one. Basically, like if you're scrolling like down, it kind of, I think the image is like fixed or something, or no, it's almost like, I don't know. It's a really cool like feature. Basically, like you're scrolling and then the image kind of like scrolls as if they're like you're scrolling past it. So it's kind of like a really cool feature. So we're going to keep this, at least for this example, we're just going to keep it as fill 100% width and height. Okay, now we have, if we kind of go over here, maybe I'll just kind of put this right here. We have these two headlines, why you should opt in today, and then this subtext right here. So we're going to click, we already have the one column row, so that's really good. We're going to click new element and we're going to click headline. So with this one, we're going to click, we're going to type in why you should opt in today. And the nice thing about ClickFunnels is it's all like drag and drop. There's no like, unless if you want to get like really advanced, you can have like custom coding, but like generally speaking, like you don't need to know how to code to use this. So we're gonna override this and we're gonna actually make it bigger. I like to keep it as pixel. Rem is kind of like you have like your base pixel size, and then rem is like times that number for the base pixel size. I don't know. It's kind of in my opinion, it's a little confusing. So I just kind of use this. Um, so we're gonna make the font size a little bigger, and then let's see if I could close BarnumPT. Perfect. So we have this why you should opt in today. And then it's already bolded. You could make it like maybe we could do extra bold or black. It doesn't look like there's kind of like a big difference between because of it. Actually, let me just look at over here what the font is. It looks like it's Barlow. So why don't we just use Barlow? Oh, there we go. Okay. And the one thing too, another tip as well is to just make sure how it looks like from desktop and mobile. So currently desktop looks good right here. And then mobile it looks kind of small, so we may just want to make that a little bit bigger. So like make it like kind of make it like 2 lines right here. So I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so we have that right here. Then we have this subtext right here. So subtext of why your audience should opt into this amazing offer. And so one thing that you could do is you could click this clone icon right here, and it clones it right here down below. So why don't we just kind of do that? So save us some time. Subtext of why your audience should opt into this amazing offer. And then we'll want this to be maybe not black, but like medium, maybe even light. Oh, it might be bold still. Yeah. So if we did that, maybe we'll just do like regular. Let's make this smaller. And then here, this is the margin and the padding. So this kind of like makes it go higher, and then this makes it go lower. So maybe we'll leave this as 10, but we want to make this like a little bit um, -10 to make this a little bit higher. And then I want to see what color this is. Hmm. We'll just kind of make it a little gray. We'll just kind of eyeball it for right now. Or maybe even just make it like opacity, you know, so make it a little bit see-through. Um, okay, so black. You do like that. So it may have to go down a little bit. So 40, that might be good. We'll just kind of do it that way. And then, like I mentioned, you'll want to check out how it looks like on mobile. So for this one, make this smaller. Yeah, so that looks good. And so, sorry if I'm kind of like looking around a little bit. So right here, just to let you know, this is where I'm looking at the original funnel template. This is where my camera is at, and then over here, this is where I'm building it inside ClickFunnels, and this is where I'm sharing my screen. So we have these two sections all done. So what we have right here is this is going to be a 2-column row. So this is where we're going to add the image. Then we're going to create this little box right here. We'll do this testimonial, and then we have the footer as well. So let's go to add row. We're going to do 2-column row, and then we're going to add a new element. And for this one, we're going to do an image. So we could just drag and drop image right here. And then let's just click on that image, click on that little icon to search our library, and then we're going to click this one right here. So this is the Meet ClickFunnels. This seems a little bit big, so why don't we just kind of make this, why don't we make it like 80 for right now? We'll adjust a little bit later, just kind of like the look and feel of it. So we're going to add another element, and these two right here, these two are they're called flex containers. So basically, like as you're as it's kind of being like squished or expanded, it kind of like moves well nicely with that. So if we do flex right here, we'll do flex container. So it's kind of this light blue right here. And so we're going to have a headline. So we're actually just going to copy this for right now. So we're going to have the headline right here. And it's going to say, get started with an amazing headline that will go right here. So we'll just kind of copy and paste that, save time. And then let's make the font size a lot smaller. Maybe enough to kind of fill 2 lines. Then let's check out how it looks like on mobile. We'll definitely want to, maybe we can keep it like 3 lines right here. Now there is some like shadow being involved. So if we go to this like flex container right here, click on that gear icon, we're gonna want, I like rounded corners. So we're gonna round the corners, we're gonna add some shadow right here. And then for the background, we're gonna keep it white. So we're gonna keep that. See, that looks good. And then let's just change the shadow right here. So shadow is kind of the shadow behind it. Right now, it kind of looks like very out there right now. So we're just gonna change the spread. Maybe do 4, and then let's like up the blur as well. Maybe do like 20. Yeah. So right now it kind of gives that like nice like shadowy look. Maybe spread as 2. Yeah, that looks good. And then the corners are at 4. We could try 10. See how that looks. Maybe we'll keep it as 10. That looks pretty good right now. So we're going to add an element. And for this one, we're going to do a bullet list. So bullet list right here. So you could easily update it to whatever it needs to be. You could just go in and type it. But this gives you the benefits, the feature, and then anything else that you'd like to include. We're going to make this a little bit bigger right here. So maybe, oh, that's the icon. So leave that maybe there. Let's override this. For right now, we'll kind of keep it as rem. And then, oh, it looks like it's a little smaller actually. So let's actually just switch these to pixel. Yeah, so I think that looks pretty good. So we have the headline, we have the bullet list, and then now we have to put an input field for the email address. So we're going to click add element, call it input. And then right here, we're going to edit this. So currently it's set to email, which is what we want out of the box. And then we're going to change this width right here. So because it's kind of like all squished together. Let's see. State label, onboarder, everything else looks good here. Check over here. So we're gonna want this as a 5. And then email default. Let's see, the width 100, padding. Let's go to the padding section right here. So these are 16, 16, and then 12. That's just what it has over there on the on this one right here. And then let me just keep looking. Actually, we're going to try something different. Try this. Oh, here we go. So currently it's the flex basis. It was set to auto. For right now, we'll just kind of make it enough so it stretches across. Yeah. We'll just kind of like leave it as that. So we have the headline, we have this bullet point list, we have where people would input their emails, and then the last thing is we need a button. Let's click on button. So we have this orange button right here, which kind of looks similar to this one right um, out of the box. So we're just going to kind of keep it like that for right now. We're going to change the button text to say, I want the checklist. And then for the icon down here below, do icon before. Let's look for that check. I think it's this one. Nope, maybe this one. And then let's actually just add some padding. Margin on the left. Oh, actually the right. So let's do 5. Okay. Then for this one as well, we can make this. See if we can make it spread out. Oh, looks like that's fine. We'll just leave it as auto. That looks good for right now. It's kind of close enough to what we want over here. And then the last thing that we want to do is this little like testimonial block right here. So we're going to do another flex container. So we're going to add, and then we're going to call it flex. And then basically like another option too is you could also do for this grouping, you could also just have like the headline, subheadline. I guess like flex container for right now like works out well because we have two different like rows right here. So we'll just kind of go along with it. So we'll go right here, and then let's go to image for this one. So let me check out something really quick. So this is kind of interesting. So the interesting thing is you have the image and then you have the text right here. So it's kind of like it's almost like a 2-column row. So that's why it's kind of like interesting. So for right now, we're just going to add that image of the person. And then let's actually make this. Let's see if we could make it like a lot smaller. Yeah. Then let me add some padding down here, give some space. And then what we'll want to do is also, let's change the background. We'll add some shadow here, and then let's add corners as well. So corners, we'll keep it at 10. And then I think the shadow, maybe we could just do like, let's see, 2. Actually, it looks like there's not even shadow, so we'll just leave that there. And then for this one, let's add kind of like a light gray. Yeah. Then let's add one more element. So this is going to be, we'll call it paragraph or content essentially. And so what we want to do is use this one right here. So it kind of like already has it. Let's just change it and go override. Currently it's at Poppins. I think let's look at what the font is over here. The font is, oh, it's Barlow as well. So why don't we change this Barlow? Barlow. And then we'll keep it as thin. And then it looks like it might be like a lighter color. So maybe we could just take this, maybe do it like that. Yeah. And then maybe for this flex, let me just look at this really quick. Oh, I was kind of hoping it would shrink. It looks like that kind of just expands it. And then right here, the flex basis. See what it would do. Oh, there we go. That's how we get it. So we're gonna kind of shrink that. So we have the image over here, and then we have the testimonial. When we make this kind of like a little bit bigger. Yeah, we don't want it too big though. Yeah, that looks good. And then we do have one more. It looks like it's the same. So we're just gonna put like Austin D. And then we could bold this. So what I did was I did Control Shift and then just went over with the arrow. Then you could do Control B to bold it. So that's kind of like some quick short keys. And so I would say it's looking pretty good. So I mean, like we just need kind of fix some up, fix some alignment up. So maybe we can make this a little bigger. maybe we just need to make this instead of 15, maybe we do 10. So it kind of, or maybe let's take it off. So it kind of like lines up a lot easy, like nicer. And then if you really want to, you could probably shrink this down a little bit. Maybe do one more. So you have 97 and then boom, it's like all lined up. Super nice and pretty. Okay, so we're gonna add a section, and then I'm gonna go to universal section because we downloaded the template, we already have that universal section down here, and so you could actually add it. So add it universal, and then you click it, and you add that universal section. Um, this is going to be super nice and easy, and we'll actually keep using universal sections as well. So with the edit block, this is where you could edit what you like to edit for that footer. So like right now we have the social, we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Maybe you want to add like YouTube or something. You could easily like go in here, click enter, and then you could type YouTube, and then you could highlight it as well. Let's see, highlight. Yeah, so basically you could add, these are all like kind of hyperlinked. So you could add like hyperlinks to it. Currently it's all just kind of like one block. I've seen people use like separate elements, and then that way you could like um add the link a little bit easier. So it's just something to keep in mind. But basically, with universal sections, like I mentioned, if you have it in like multiple funnels, so let's say we had this in two funnels, if I edit in one funnel, it's going to update in the other funnel as well, which is like super nice. And then because it's a universal section, it's going to go in that universal folder right here. And then you could easily just like drag and drop it. So that's everything that I would just want to cover. And then also right here, maybe one more thing with universal sections, you could unlink it as well. So you could unlink this. So right now it's just normal section. And then if you want to save it, you could click save. You can make it universal, and then you could save it and put it in like a specific folder. But just to kind of like walk through this right here, because we just want to try and kind of make it brief. We're going to add a 3-column row. And so basically with this 3-column row, you have an image right here. And then this one, I believe it's a paragraph. So you have a paragraph element, and then you have another paragraph element where you could like add all these, and then your socials as well. So that's kind of like the quick and easy way. So let's try and maybe do a little bit right now. Let's see if they have that logo. Looks like they don't have it. So we'll just kind of like duplicate it, drag and drop down here, delete this. So that's how you get one. And then these are all paragraph elements. So if we did paragraph, call this pages, we'll want to bold and then make it left aligned. So that kind of gets you that. And then if you want to, you could clone it. And then with these are unbold, but we're going to have them listed as home. Maybe give some space about us, contact us, and then our products. So you could easily have that here. If you want to, you could also have these be each individual paragraph elements, and then that way you could like space it to what you like it to have. So that is everything for today. We did so, I mean, in probably like 20-30 minute time, we were able to recreate this for the most part. And we went through a lot of different things. So we talked about universal sections. We talked about like what is a lead squeeze funnel. We talked about like adding elements and stuff like that. So this is kind of like a really cool thing. Next week, what we'll do is we're gonna talk about the thank you page. So with the lead squeeze funnel, there's 2 pages to it. We have the squeeze page to try and get the contact information, and then the thank you page as well. So give it a shot. Keep like customizing it. Maybe even build out your own funnel. But for right now, I'd say homework items would be to update your style guide inside ClickFunnels. Actually, before then, if you don't have ClickFunnels, make sure you update get ClickFunnels, and then also to update your style guide as well. Just to make sure that's all good to go. And then if you want to start building your own lead squeeze funnel, I'd say go for it. And then if you want me to like review it, I could give you like a little bit of pointers of like what I would tweak or maybe change or edit and stuff like that. Feel free to like message me as well. So this is kind of the nice thing about having a community, um, is you could come to me if you have like any questions, and also too if you have any questions, you can put it in our Facebook group as well, and then like other people could like contribute as well. So super excited. This is going to be really awesome. We're going to finish up the lead squeeze funnel next week with the thank you page, and then we're just going to keep building some funnels and stuff like that. So until then, we'll see you next time. And like I mentioned, if you're new to me, my world, and the funnels world, my name is Austin Dorman. I'm a certified funnel builder and ClickFunnels ambassador. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment or reach out. So till then, we'll see you next week.